What's up, Luna? What are you doing? You coming out to work? Oh, you burp. You gonna work? Or am I gonna work? Guess I'm going to work. Luna got bugs to chase, huh, Luna? You got bugs. All right, everybody. Back at it again. And what we're gonna do now is hook up a bunch of wiring here. You got grounds on this harness here that you definitely don't want to forget. And then you got a ground right there coming off. And that'll ground to the 17 bolt back there. Then you got your brake booster. Then you have a, for your like evap stuff back here, which I really could just delete all that. I just haven't done it yet. But plug that back up. And that's about it. Probably take some spark plugs out here. Probably pull those ones out. Clean that plug off. I don't know, it might be foul. We'll find out when we start it up. Put our spark plug wires in here today. Probably go ahead and put our filter in here. Put our oil in here. Hopefully, possibly get the turbo mounted today. Oh yeah, we're gonna hook up our fuel. Our line here. I'm gonna end up redoing this line and the 10 a.m. but I'm gonna get it started on all that. And that stuff can be done after it's together. I like to redo the plumbing too on this. I think we're not going to do it this time because I really want to get it going. But if we break any of this stuff, the next time I'm going to order a bunch of new tubing. We're going to put this together. Oh, I'm going to put the linkage together too. I need to get that done. The linkage in there. Yeah, let's get to work. These are solid shifter bushings, which is same thing as our motor mounts from BRD. Check them out, BRD. That's his information. You need shifter bushings or motor mounts. Okay, we're running oil feed line now, and part number to adapt this to a British standard thread is 2269. See, this is a NPT to 1/8 PSPT, and that PSPT is the thread pitch down there. So we're gonna put that adapter in there. We'll put that in there. And then you should be pretty good to go with that. I'm hoping that I can probably put it up here. I was fishing it through It's hard for you guys to see. I thought I had light in here. But I fished it through to here, because I don't have enough to make it that way. And I bought a gauge pod. And obviously it's for the driver's side, but I think I can, it might not look the best, but make it work for now until we figure out another solution. So I don't want to put nothing on the dash. I don't want to ruin the dash. It's got a nice dash. So yeah, that's what we're going to do now. Do that. All right, that's the kind of thread sealant I use. It should work in there now. We do have a bit of a problem. This, it's starting to move now, is a little rusted inside the hole. So I'm gonna have to spray a little bit of stuff on it. The good thing is the other wastegate is not as big as that one, so I don't think it's going to hit. So I'm just going to spray around that. I don't want to mess with it too bad until we know for a fact. I did get it to one there. It was pushing on it pretty good, but I think we'll be good. I think we'll be good. So yeah, I don't see why not. Yeah, get back to work. Now we're going to take the wastegate, the Turbo Smart one that we fixed. Had to drill it out. That hole there. I'm gonna put it onto this one. Don't forget your fire ring when you put these wastegates in. We're gonna get rid of this old towel. Tail towel, I don't know. All right. It's a legit one, but it's old as hell. Cut up. Parts missing. It's not a very good gate. I think that was some of our problems with boost control with this thing. So put this one on. We know this one does good. It would run a solid 30 plus PSI on the Mistress before we switched it out. So let's do this. Okay, we got that old Fran off of there. That's not what came out of there. It's just nasty. Always use your Hyundai oil filter. There's your part number. That's what you want to use. And what I like to use in these, I'll go back here. We gotta put oil in this thing. We've never done that yet. With turbos, I like to run a little diesel oil. Shell Rotella T6 540, the synthetic stuff. That's what I like to run. Some people will put the 15 in there. It's a bit thick for these, but the turbo will thin them down. You just make sure you let it get the proper temperature before you drive anywhere, if you use any thick oil like that. But yeah, we got crank sensor thermal taped, cover it up. I'm gonna put an OEM filter on here, put a bunch of oil in that, and then we got our Turbo Smart wastegate on there. That looks way better. That'll give us better clearance too. So we'll probably end up redoing this way this sets in here, because the way it's coming up, we got this big huge loop and goes down and all that, and it's garbage. We don't really want to do that. Might end up putting a Honda rad in here, putting a different radiator in here, and maybe we can have more room here. Not sure, like we could angle it. Doubt it. Probably wouldn't make as much room. Might even better put it over here. Another thing is, we should be able to clock that down. Have a piece welded, like a 90 on it. Maybe have it come to right here and then this way. So that's what I'm thinking. But get a new intercooler and same side as well. Get a better one. And I think that would help drop the ETs down. So we'll do a little experiment. We'll let everything the way it is. We'll start to improve things and see if our times improve as well. Be one way to do it. But all right, let's throw this in there. Let's try to get this thing fired up. Okay, we're gonna stop here. Starting to rain and dirt floor, so you know what that creates, mud. We got more an area to get this in there. And what's nice about it, as long as it don't melt it, it's gonna hold it because it won't come out, so we don't have to worry about it popping up. I put the power steering in yet on this side. Put the coolant tank and everything on this side. We're going to install the fans yet. We'll put our radiator hoses up in there. And we'll put our piping. Put our plugs in here. Put some coolant in. And we'll be firing this thing up. So, back at it again tomorrow. So far, so good. Okay, I went to my local speed shop, Scott's in Hagerstown, and he had some Red Horse and 10A in, so we're gonna run those. And I got the black nylon. I've been using that, and I think I like that a lot better than the braided metal stuff. So I got cutters, so I'm gonna cut these and put these on here. Okay, you can see we got the line in there. Nice new line. New fittings. Everything is running downhill as it should. So we can get you guys in here to see the goes down. So probably couldn't run a 40 on here because it would probably be too angled. So the 90s is what we run. But at least we got it. Okay, when you're putting your diff fluid in here, which is 2.2 quarts or 2.4, depends if it's a dry transmission. But easiest way to tell is if right here is this one right here, you want to do this here and you want it to come out. See, that's coming out. So close that up. Now I might have a little bit more in it, but I usually run a little extra in these. Putting the shock of that turbo through it. So, you know, I run about 410 foot-pounds of torque in those little gearboxes. And it hurts them. Another thing I'm not sure what I showed you guys, but we got our oil feed in there. Got it going up and around. Going through the firewall there, we got a spot. This poor car needs clean. And we have a gauge pod that I think I might have showed you guys. What we're gonna end up doing is putting it on the passenger side. So we don't have enough line right now to go over that way. We will have to cut another hole over there, which I'll probably do that. But as of right now, that's the way it's going because I had a hole over here that's free. That one over there I did not. So I'll probably have to drill me a hole. And it's a bit finicky over there, and I already have one here, so I don't feel like drilling another one. I'm just gonna throw it over here. Obviously, the gauge put I got is not for right-hand drive, it's for left. And it might look a little weird, but I don't really care because I never had an oil pressure gauge before, and I do now. So I'm throwing it over there. Wife can keep track of the oil pressure. I really don't need all that negativity in my life anyway. Okay, right here is where we're gonna tap the, well, we're not gonna tap it. We got the right thread pitch. Right here is where we're gonna get our oil from. And the right correct thread, so you don't have to tap it or do anything like that. It's 4AN to 1/8 British Standard pipe thread. So that's what you need right there. I don't know if that'll actually, I don't know if that's my stuff or, I don't know. But anyway, that's it. That's what you need. That's what I use to seal it with. Is Permadex high performance thread sealant. Works great for nitrous. That stuff's 1,000 psi. And it'll sure as hell hold 80 psi oil. this is the pipe we had before on here for on the Mistress, going on 9 years. Then it's been on this. As you can see, it's got ding there. It's actually wrinkled so tight, and it looks like we got a crack coming right through there. So we're definitely losing some boost with this pipe. And it's got an oddball piece here. Made it with this. So I had some of this black stuff around here. I want to redo all this with much better piping, but we had some stuff around here, and we went ahead, and this will actually tuck up in here a little bit better, where the other one was really hanging down. So it's still hanging down underneath right there, but not as bad as this one was. And then it comes up through here. It's pretty straight. We might even, once we get the clamps on there, might stick up a little bit higher. But this has a longer bend to it, where that has like a quick 90. This is a longer 90. So maybe it's a little less restrictive. Who knows? I think maybe that silver piping is a tad bit bigger than that. That's supposed to be 2.5 and 2.5, but I swear that feels a little bit smaller. I might be wrong. Anyway, take it out of there, clamp it together, put it up in there, and put some coolant in this and get ready to crank it. Okay, that's our pipes. You can tell a good bit of difference in them, but this one has more joints, which kind of sucks, you know, but more couplers, more fail points. But to me, it's going to sit in there better. It's not as long here. Takes a little bit of the root out. It's a little shorter, and it's not 3 different types of pipe going together. So I'm just going to throw it up in there. Luna, what are you doing? Ready to crank this car over? I got the spark plugs out. Well, spark plug wires out because I can't get to my ignition. I zip tie it in there so it doesn't pop out, and I can't get to that. So pull those out. Undone the fuel pump as well. Unplugged it so don't get fuel. And we're gonna try to fire it up. We put all about 2 gallons of coolant in it. We'll let that thermostat open up as well, but we're going to crank this sucker until we get some oil pressure. We want to make sure we don't got no oil leaks in this, and the pressure gauge. So the sun glares in here. It's weird, but let's see if we can get this thing to crank. What do I do with the keys? I don't know, I think I should have possibly led this clutch more. But ain't building no oil pressure. That ain't good. We got a leak out here or anything? A new leak here. Alright, new leaks up there, so we'll just keep cranking. Hopefully we'll see some oil pressure. I honestly should have, there we go, there's oil pressure. I should have charged this battery. So I should have, before I'd done this. Build pressure for a little bit more, and then we'll try to fire it. We could try to start without the wideband for right now, which would be all right. It should be all right. So we'll give her a start. All right, we'll hook these plugs up. Now let's plug this fuel in. We'll hook these plugs up. I'm not sure if I told you guys yet or not, but we did get another AEM 340 fuel pump, which we will put that in once we get the car out of here. Do it outside, so you can open up all the doors and vent. That stuff stinks, so it's not as bad as regular gas, but not ideal. Plugs all wired back in here. Probably shouldn't have even put these in here until I was ready to crank it anyway. I do got one spark plug in here that these spark plugs were from the last car, and number one was soaked. I do have new spark plugs, so if I have like a misfire or don't want to idle, that might be it. Also, it gonna probably be loud as shit. Sorry about that. Thought I seen something that I didn't do. Probably gonna be loud as hell, because these lifters have not been primed or anything, so it's probably gonna have a lot of top end noise. We did get it to make 40 pounds several different times there. Probably should have cranked it a few more times before I did this, but yeah, it's probably gonna be loud either way. I think good 7 years now this motor sat out there, so hopefully it's good. Hopefully we're good to go here. Yeah, I think we're just gonna start it without the wideband in it right now and see what it does.
Make sure we ain't got no fuel leaks. Definitely don't want no fuel leaks. 40 psi of pressure. I got our belt exposed over here too to make sure our belt's not walking or doing anything weird. Fuel looks good. It's gonna tick. We're gonna have some lifters that are collapsed in there. We built the pressure up pretty good. Our belt is mint. Motor sounds good. Idling good. Like I said, we got a little bit of $65, 68 pounds, something like that. I don't know, 63, 68, I don't know. Ghetto gauge. You can hear them lifters. We're gonna do that for a while, but it'll be alright. We'll quiet down. I'll shut it down in a minute. Might add some more oil as well. We're gonna make sure that this fan's working. I think we got this one blowing. Yeah, this one's blowing this way. That one is not working. Well, that one has, never mind. That one will come on whenever it gets warm. Oh shit, we got oil. Damn it. Damn it, I forgot to tighten that oil up. Go figure. The oil feed I forgot to tighten up. I'm gonna shut this off and clean this all up. Damn it, got it everywhere. Go figure. We'll shut this off in a second. Start it back up. I'll have to add some oil too. Well, I didn't tighten this one, and we have a massive crack right here, and it's spewing all the oil out. And as I was cleaning this mess up and noticing, wait a minute, more oil's coming out, I gotta clean that up. Started seeing some smoke come out the exhaust. So we're going to pull these plugs, make sure we don't have a fuel leak or an oil leak with the engine. Now I know for a fact, because I pressure tested this one, number one, we hurt. Well, when we hurt number one, we could have threw some junk through the turbo. 100% possible. This turbo might need rebuilt. It was smoking because of that hurt cylinder, as well as this turbo, I think. So we're gonna fix this problem, start it back up, see if it starts to smoke. Start to smoke, call Precision,
get everything set up to where we can send this in. Get this turbo done as soon as possible. Damn, look at that oil. We'll get this turbo done as soon as possible and put it back together, which sucks because we just dumped $20 for coolant in it. That's why I usually always run distilled water and do a flush. Not sure why I didn't do that this time, but go figure. So I can see it's got some crap in it anyway. Probably wasted $20 worth of coolant for no reason, but it is what it is. We'll drain this, pull it back apart if that's the problem, but I'm 100% that we got a turbo down. Well, let's tear this valve cover off. Fix that. We got a good one there. So let's fix that problem. Number one's good. Number two's good. Remember, these are going to be a little bit black from the last engine. Good. Good. Nothing on them. This is the one that was wet, and the other engine had dried it right up, so it's sparking and doing its thing. Engine's not the problem. I know I've seen some smoke coming out, so I'm pretty sure we're going to have to pull this turbo, but let's change the valve cover, put spark plugs back in, start this son of a bitch back up and see what we got. See how good that 1.8 head is? It's got brand new chain in it, brand new guide in it, got head studs in it. So that's why I really want to tear this apart and see if we can't fix this 1.8. Good top end. If anything, we still got a good top end. You can see this one, J2. But you know it's a Beta 1 cam. Out of the second generation. A little sludgy, but it's pretty golden over here. Cams look beautiful, so we got oil everywhere. We definitely got oil going everywhere, so let's put this on. Okay, valve cover changed. Timing belt, look how true that thing's running. Should have probably put it out a little bit farther here, but it's not chasing the edge. There's a lot of these aftermarket ones. See that, how it chases the edge the whole time? I don't like that. But it's on there. Now let's see what we got going on here. Like I said, I think I seen smoke coming out of that. I had a feeling the turbo was bad. That's what I initially thought. Well, we did the compression test and then we had oil all over. And you guys remember seeing the cylinder head and everything. Like number one was just coated in like oil or fuel or something. It was definitely oil. Because if it was fuel, we would have had That spark plug looking like that too right now. So, let's see what we got here. I need to get rid of the air idle control too, because we don't even use it. So I'm going to unplug that. I'm going to end up blocking that off and making that cleaner. Get rid of some of the other stuff that we don't use. Not bad oil pressure. As you can hear, we still got lifters making noises. You're gonna have that for a minute. Actually, I need to shut this back off and check the oil. Don't have no more oil leaks over here. I forgot to check the oil. Let's shut this off and check the oil. Had to add some oil. See, that helps with the oil pressure. About the same. Wasn't that low. Well, I was just curious. You can hear them lifters still ticking some. This car is actually decently quiet. Those lifters will calm down. You should really pull them out. You can keep squirting them like this in oil, and you can prime them up pretty good. I just said hell with it and just left it like this. I do it a lot of times. It'll be alright. Trying to see if there's any oil coming out of that. It starts to smoke. We'll have to rev it up and see what it does. Now, it does probably have a shitload of oil through the #1 cylinder, down into the turbo, into the exhaust. Maybe that's what I seen burning off. That bit of a weird noise because I don't have the O2 in there. Starting to sound better. I'll come back. I think I'm starting to smell some oil. We'll see. Yeah, guys. Turbo seals are going out. So we hurt the motor and the turbo. The good thing is, the crank's not walking all over the place. So I think we got a good solid engine here. But we definitely got to tear it all back apart again because we got a smoky turbo. I don't think that's a valve. Let me put the cover back onto this. We'll start it back up. We still got some lifter noise, but I'm not concerned about it. Those lifters, sometimes you'll have to let this run for a good hour or two. Literally, if they're this dry, they'll literally have to run that long. I usually just put a bunch of oil, well not a bunch, add to all the oil, and then I just let it run for like 20 minutes or so, turn it off, 20 minutes or so, do it off, turn it off. But I think, like I said, I think we got turbo going out. You can see it smoking. So, I'm not sure if this is going to quiet down before this thing starts to smoke real bad. I'd like to get it to quiet down, but I think we're going to be fine. Worst case scenario with those, I have hydraulic lifters. I just pull the valve cover off, pull the cams out, put it in there. That would suck, but I don't think so. They rarely fail. When they do fail, they break.
injector leaking. It almost smells like some fuel. I think the turbo's smoking. It almost smells a little bit of fuel. Almost a little bit of a misfire going on here, which is probably in the tune. I didn't check anything in the tune yet. We don't have the that far in. I think what I'm going to do is send the turbo out, get it fixed, send the injectors out, see if make sure they're good. Even if this thing is not bad, it probably needs to rebuild anyway, which I'm pretty sure it's bad. I'm pretty sure that's the turbo smoking. So, you can tell it sounds better, but smoking. Kind of smells like fuel. Might be in the tune even. I don't know. Pretty sure the turbo, it's got oil going through it. Injector possibly. I don't know. Stay tuned and we'll find out. At least the motor sounds good, sounds healthy. You can tell maybe a little lift and tap left, not much, but yeah, to tear it down. We'll see what's up.